Tournament here. Dennis Karen, John Eberly on camera, Charles in the background, and Charles Douglas in the background. And getting started a little bit late, Dennis. Bring us up to our pie. How are you doing today?
I'm doing well today, Dick. Great to be with you. We haven't been together for a long time, but so far we have no outs recorded. Men on first and third for the Vineyard. Two base or base hit and high throw. And now we have second and third, nobody out. Vineyard's in scoring position.
Yeah, Vineyard comes into this game needing this victory. They're 9 and 10. 10 and 10 will get them into the tournament. If they don't get a victory today, they could fall out of the tournament here. So they're hungry.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, and the Whalers are already in the tournament with it, and the Vineyard is looking forward to making the tournament for the first time in a number of years.
We apologize for going on late. We were rushed here trying to get the lacrosse game. The boys lacrosse are playing over at Vito Capiso Stadium, so we're late in that. We had a great pregame show all planned for you guys. Too bad we couldn't get it in, but we'll tell you about it as we go along.
What do we got here? All right. So if
I was coach, I would have an appeal at that third base guy right in front of us. I think he left a little early, but what do I know?
Yep.
How often does that get called? Even if a coach asks for it.
Not very often, Dick. It really doesn't. But I think today the Vineyard's going to be a little more aggressive than normal.
Very, very aggressive. They're running already. 3 batters in. So we got one out here in the first. 1 run in. Vineyard's up 1-0. Runner on third. The big guy in the mound, the ace, he could use a strikeout right here.
Yeah, he does. And he throws the ball, really well. But Vineyard's has been right on making contact, pretty much so far.
They're swinging the bats today. Nantucket and Vineyard played earlier this year on the Vineyard. Vineyard won. Close game, 8-4. But that's the 7th straight time Vineyard has beaten Nantucket. It goes back to 2022, the last time Nantucket has won a baseball game against the Vineyard.
Oh, I didn't realize that, Dick, but that is quite a streak. And the Whalers are looking to take command today and win their 10th game.
The Vineyard's not only been winning those games. The game early this year was close, 8-4. In those 7 losses, Nantucket's been outscored 67-10. So Vineyard has had a lot of lopsided victories. So it's Nantucket's turn to pay back. But the start here means Nantucket already in a hole, and they're trying to keep it a 1-run inning here, trying to get number 5.
Yeah, we got a runner on third with 1 out.
Just what the doctor ordered there. Yep. You get the K with the runner on third. You keep him sitting right here. Now the infield can play a little bit back, and now you can just focus on getting the batter. You don't have to worry about the runner on third getting in on an out.
All right, number 12 for the Vineyard is up. Let's see who he is. Number 12. Of course, there's no number 12. Well, maybe that's our roster.
We have rosters from both teams here.
Let's see, 12 is Jason Alton.
Stings it up the middle.
Base hit.
So that's the second or third hit for the Vineyarders?
That would be that would be the second hit.
Second hit, so
The third baseman on the last throw.
so 2 hits and an error. So that officially goes an unearned run then, because the strikeout without the error would have been the third out of the inning.
He's got it stolen.
They are running on first pitch every pitch. They are not sitting on first base, so they're telling Nantucket they're going to run, and I would not be surprised if this kid tries to steal third base.
Like all rosters, Dick, the numbers don't match. High school baseball.
Well, the rosters were probably found online, and the rosters could have been printed back in March when the team was assembled. There's been a lot of changes. We also have a JV game I heard going on at this time here, so maybe one kid's over there, one kid's back over here.
That's probably true. It's probably true. Well, number 21 is in the batter's box. Nice pitch. Goldman's got to get out of this with as least damage as possible.
You're watching this game live on YouTube, also on channel 1072, Nantucket TV's channel. The lacrosse game is also live on YouTube going on, and they're on channel 8, so we get double duty here, and congratulations to NCTV for doing both games. Charles Douglas for working both games, getting everything set up. A busy morning for Charles.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You got to scurry around. But, it's all worthwhile to watch these high school kids battle and as competitively as possible.
Okay, the coach is going to head out and try to calm them down. And first and second, do you think maybe a double steal might come up? Or do you think they'll play it safe for 2 outs?
I think the Vineyard's been very aggressive so far. I would look for a double steal.
Maybe that's what they're talking about now.
Yeah, where to throw it, whether they're going to throw to third base.
Throw it to third base is a closer throw.
Well, they fake the throw to second and see if the guy comes down the line and they'll fire it to third. Let's see what happens.
All right, so 2 runs in, 2 runners on. Nantucket's already in a big hole here. And you don't want to get down deep in the first inning. It's always difficult.
I know. I watched the Red Sox last night. They came out with 4 big ones in the first inning, and they couldn't hold on. I couldn't believe it.
Here it is.
Double steal. They got him. He's out.
So the double steal was there, but he's thrown out. So Nantucket gets out of the inning. And
So that was 2-6.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
We're back here live now at Backus Field, and that's funny to say, Dennis. You know, baseball being played at Backus Field. Backus Field was just a name way back when.
It's a cow pad.
Now, you did a little baseball coaching. What did you come in before Webby, after Webby, or before and after Webby?
I came in. I'm trying to remember back. I was the head coach in 92 and 93, I believe.
So that was after Webby, because I helped Webby. I helped Webby 1 year. Yeah. I was Webby's assistant. I think it was like 87, 88. I was his assistant.
Yeah, and I did varsity, and then a number of years I did JV. So Artel Crowley was one of my head coaches, and Nicky Duart, and so I had a lot of experience. I did a lot of some junior high coaching. I love to coach baseball, but the only problem is it's so cold here in the spring.
You know, I'll talk about that. My 1 year adventure coaching. Tell us who we have batting for the Whalers here. Top of the bottom of the first.
Bottom of the first. We have Gomez. Gomez, the right fielder. No, he's the pitcher.
Pitcher leading off here for the Whalers in bottom of first, down 2-0. So they needed a few base runners here. So Vineyard very aggressive in that first inning, but the aggression took them out of it. You know, I talked about the double steal. I really didn't believe it in my head. I didn't think they'd pull it off, but they went on the next pitch and got thrown out at third.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know, sometimes you can run into a good situation, and sometimes it will take you out of a good situation. And that was the case for the Vineyard in the first half of the first inning.
You talk about all these games being on TV. NCTV would like to thank the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation. They do a lot for Nantucket students, especially with the scholarships they give and doing all their money on the broadcast and so forth. The Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, proud sponsors of Nantucket Whaler Athletics.
Well, we're sitting here, and it's kind of a cloudy day. Pretty nice day to play baseball. Not much wind. Any wind that we do have is blowing from east to west.
Ground ball up the middle, handled nicely by the shortstop, thrown out at first. So 1 up, 1 down for the Whalers here in the bottom of the first. And you know, we talked a little bit about coaching. My 1 year coaching that I mentioned, Dave Webb, and it was really cold in March, much colder than today. And I went out in that field that first practice. I thought we were going to be in the gym. It was so cold. But we took them out in the field. I was so cold I couldn't move around out there. And so the second day I layered up, got a lot of layers on to go out. And Webby says, Herm, hit a few fungos to the outfield. I couldn't swing the bat. I had so many layers on. All right, who do we have batting now?
Let me see. We have Henry Tejada.
Henry's up.
And he's playing first base.
We got to get some runners on here for the Whalers.
Up fly. Hey, did you bring your glove today, Dick?
I didn't bring my glove. Infield shortstop handler, so 2 batters, and we have a put-out and an assist for the shortstop of the Vineyard. Usually in any league, starting with, little league, up through high school, the whole bit, usually your top athlete winds up at shortstop. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Second best athlete is usually center field and then the pitcher. And lots of times the shortstop, when he's not playing short, pitches and so forth. So right now Nantucket's hit the ball twice, but they hit it right to the best player on the Vineyard, the shortstop.
Okay, we have Torres up, Justin Torres, and he's playing shortstop today. He's our shortstop.
He was fooled in that one, took a little bit off it. Who do we have on the mound for the Vineyard? He's throwing the ball well.
For the Vineyard, we have Kane. Wait a minute, timeout. Bryant, number 5. Bryant is the pitcher.
He's throwing the ball well out there. He had a little off speed on another pop-up. Catcher looking for this one. Always a tough play. He finds it. So 3 up, 3 down for the Whalers. We'll play the half inning here. Nantucket losing 2-0.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs.
NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
Coming back here, second inning. Vineyard coming up to bat, 2-0. And who's first up for the Vineyard this inning?
Looks like Matt Day.
Matt?
Midfielder today. Day is playing third base. Hot corner.
Hot corner coming up for the Vineyard. Nantucket needs a shutdown inning here now. Already down 2. Welcome back to Nantucket Sports Connection live broadcast here on Simulcast Saturday. Say that fast 3 times. What a way to wrap up the 2026 season. We're going into the playoffs, and we know the baseball team is in the playoffs along with the boys and girls lacrosse teams, both in the playoffs. The boys lacrosse are playing right now over against the Vineyard. They have the number 2 seed right now. So they could get a possible 1 or 2 home games. They have 13 graduating seniors, so the lacrosse team has a big senior class. We have 4 seniors here today. They were honored before the game. We were hoping to cover the theme. We got started late. We congratulate the 4 seniors here today on the baseball team. Andrew Lavin, Ronald Gomez, Henry Tejada, and Kobe Lucas, the 4 Wheeler seniors, playing today their last probably home game. If Nantucket's going to make the playoffs, they're going to be on the road.
They'll be on the road probably, yeah.
I have a stat here. Charles got me some fabulous stats here. He must spend all his time looking around for things. Nantucket, let's see if I can find the stat I'm looking for. Oh, yeah, Nantucket is 10-7. Dennis, they are ranked 52. Number 52 in Division 3.
Second in the tournament. Wow. I don't mean to laugh, but
I don't mean to laugh either. But if you
back in the old days,
I thought the cream there, but they moved Nantucket into a different division. They should be in another division and have a much higher seed. It sounds awful being ranked number 52 and going into the tournament.
That's not cool.
But being ranked number 52, they're going to be on the road. They're going to get a possible ranking of a team in the 20s. Charles looked around at possible opponents. One could be East Longmeadow. That'll be a long drive. You got to drive out to East Longmeadow. Another will be Arlington Catholic. We have a little history with them. We played them in football for 5 or 6 years there through the 80s and 90s. And then the other one is Nauset, always a nemesis for us.
Nauset was always a nemesis when I was coaching. They were always tough to beat.
So what do we have? 1 out?
1 out. High, the wall one.
Isaac LaFleur is up. He's an outfielder. He's a senior. It was nice in the senior recognition. They called out all the Vineyard seniors too. That was a nice touch.
Lefebvre is he's an outfielder. Today he's playing in right field, and he's an 8th batter in the order.
So Gomez has calmed down a little bit. He's got 2 in a row here, looking to get his 3rd out in a row here. Now, we talked about coaching, but we sat together doing a lot of baseball games over the years.
Yes, we did.
And at the end there, Gino shied away. When Gino was still around, I guess 2018, 2019, shied away. We did a lot of softball. We did a lot of lacrosse was just coming in. But we didn't do a lot of baseball. Gino wasn't a big baseball guy.
No, he was not. But when we did it, we always had fun.
And you know, I was thinking probably the last time we did was probably just before COVID, about 2019. So that was 7 years ago. You know what? We outlasted Steve Colbert. He had his last show the other night. We're still going. See, we beat Steve out.
Another strikeout.
Big strikeout there. 2 up, 2 down for the Vineyard here in the 2nd inning.
Okay, the 9th batter coming up is Ryan Heide. H-E-I-D-T.
Maybe as the course of this game goes, we make it an update or two on the lacrosse. If somebody's listening, they might give us an update. Right now, the lacrosse team is the number 2 seed, so they're going to get probably 1, 2, maybe. I think you can get 2 home games and then you go to a neutral site.
That's correct. That's the way they usually do it in tournament play.
So right now, Nantucket would get at the 2 seed. You would get the 15 seed. The 15 seed probably has to play against a 17 or 18 seed to see. If you have more than 32, you could possibly get a home team. If they seed all 32, 2 would go against 31.
Yeah.
So you could pick up a 31. The pairings will be out probably on Monday. 3 up, 3 down here. So we have a big inning here. We're playing an inning and a half. It's Vineyard 2, Nantucket 0.
Boston Pops.
Where are you, Halloween?
We're in a tough situation. You guys battle back.
Back to pass. Lombardi's got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Shot. It rolls in. It's good.
You got a tie ball game.
It's ahead. Gets it by.
Loading is open.
Thank you very much.
My mark? Get my mark? Get your mark?
Okay, back here at Backus Field. Dick Herman here, Dennis Karen in the booth with me. Charles Douglas running the show in the back. And John Eberle on the camera. We have 3 cameras going. That's amazing.
That's great. So, Dick, what do you think the Whalers should do this they need to get a little spark, get some runners on base, get some traffic, see if they can put a few runs across.
Yeah, as the saying goes, maybe you take a pitch.
Yeah.
And that phrase, if you're not familiar with it, means you don't swing at the first pitch. You sort of wait around and make them throw a strike. And pitcher throws a strike on the first pitch, and it's all null and void. But if the pitcher throws a ball, then you maybe take a second pitch and try to get the count 2-0, 3-0 in your favor. So let's see what happens here. We do need baseball runners here. Silver's coming up. Silver's only a sophomore.
That's great. I know I have 2 years more experience, and it's great to play in a high intensity game like this. Get a lot of good experience. Ground ball.
It's going to be hard to make the play. He's not going to make it.
Hey.
Beats it out. Infield hit. First hit of the day for the Whalers. Vineyard, on the other hand, had 2 hits out of their first 3 batters, but since then haven't had a hit. So now Nantucket, little ground ball up the middle, and Silver showed a little bit of speed here. I remember him playing some football, I believe, and he does have the speed, if I recall. I'm the last one that should be talking about speed, though.
You are, Dick. Oh, he almost got tagged out.
You can't stray too far off that base, and I don't think Nantucket wants to be aggressive here and run right away, but we'll see what happens. I think they should play on getting some more base runners instead of getting thrown out at second base, trying to get a runner in score position.
Eli McKeever is the batter right now, number 24.
Talking to Mum before the game. He
There
does
he goes,
go.
He's going to be caught.
Yeah, that's just what you don't want to do. Just what you don't want to do. Not the strategy I would play if I was a coach. When you're down by 2, you want to get base runners.
Okay.
So a single is null and void now, thrown out at second on the attempt to steal. I think he started his slide a little bit early there.
Yeah,
because as he was into his slide, the ball was there. I think if he started his slide later, he would have made it a much closer play.
You know, when you're pitching a game and you get a runner thrown out, that's such a big relief. Up the middle. And the guy was going to get to second. It goes out of bounds, so he's automatically got it.
Yeah. Now, if the runner doesn't go and is on first base there, they might have got the force at second anyways on that play. He was close to second. It would have been depending how fast Silva was down the line. But now they do have the runner on second with 1 out. Let's see if we can get a ribby and get him in.
Yeah, right. No doubt about it. Keegan Bedell up the batter for the Whalers. He had a great football season. He did.
He did. The last game I did, he pitched, and he had a good day on the mound that day.
Yep.
He only gave up 1 run in a 5-inning shortened game.
That's a foul ball, and yeah, you know he's a pretty good athlete. He moves well. And, I watching him play football. He's got a real good feel for that game. So I'm glad to see him playing baseball. Base, safe.
Keegan's only a junior, so he'll be around next year. He gets on with the fielder's choice. Aggressive running there. Almost ran into an out. But now it's almost automatic that the runner on first is going down.
Oh yeah. Well, that would tie the game with a base hit. Yeah, no doubt about it. So the Whalers are in a great position here. Nobody out.
No, we got 1 out on the attempted steal.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're right.
Hey, Kobe Lucas is up.
goes down. Well, they got him. So Vidal is thrown out.
So 2 for 2 with the Vineyard catcher, strong arm and a quick release, and that ball was well there before him, and the runner on third did not move. So
he may get out of this inning with not a he did.
all right, so 3 off the base play, tag plays. We've played 2. Nantucket still trailing 2-0.
I am a force to be reckoned with. You do not know who you're messing with. Taking over for the hell of it. They can stop me when I'm in my element.
The Nantucket Sports Connection was born in this gymnasium. It has absolutely exploded. Multi-camera, multi-broadcasters, a trip to Fenway.
It's giving players an opportunity to look back at film. It's giving coaches an opportunity to critique their players.
When NCTV got involved, we were able to offer free classes. It's something that they can actually evolve and get professional experience.
When I realized they were doing like a commentating class, I was like, I got to sign up for this. If I would have told myself right now, I'm going to go into college for sports broadcast, I would have been like, no, you're not. But now I'm really passionate about it and I'd love to pursue it.
It doesn't even feel like I'm volunteering. It just feels like I'm playing along. It's very fun.
I definitely recommend it to anybody who's interested in sports broadcasting.
It's multifaceted what we're able to give back to our community, because as we know, we bleed Whaler blue here on Nantucket.
Okay, we're back here, top of the third inning. Vineyard is still leading 2-0. That was a crazy tough inning there for the Whalers. Yeah, two runners thrown out of second base. That's a pitcher's friend.
Yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. And then they had men on first and third with nobody out, and then they all went astray.
So Vineyard's aggressive running in the first inning paid off for them. They got a run in and another run in on an error. Nantucket's aggressive running here in the second inning hurts them, as they have 2 base stealers thrown out at second, and the Vineyard catcher has a good arm and a quick release. Not only do you have to have a good arm, the quick release helps because it gets the ball there in time, and the ball was there plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of time, and the ball was thrown right to the second baseman, who was covering, and it was just a beautiful play. No doubt about it. I got a fly ball here.
Pop up, shortstop calling for it, and he brings it in. Way up there, that pop up was. 1 up, 1 down here in the third inning. We just got Charles Douglas sent us some information from the the lacrosse field. The boys lacrosse is leading Vineyard at halftime, 7-0. And you said your grandson's playing a little lacrosse today, but you don't know where the field is.
They have a lot of fields on Nantucket. They didn't know that. I went looking for him the game one Sunday, and I went to 3 different fields.
Don't you have Google Maps in your truck?
I didn't get the right information.
Riding around fields looking for a lacrosse game. What a way to spend your Sunday.
That's what I was saying. All right, we got Napier up for Vineyard.
How did he do in his first at bat?
He reached on an error by the third base.
He reached on the error. That was a big play in the first inning. It helped Vineyard.
A shot. Nice.
Oh, what a play!
Play by the shortstop. Beautiful play.
Who's that shot there today?
Shortstop for the Whalers. Right. For the Whalers. Shot.
I think it's 16. If I'm correct, I saw his number as he got out.
Joe Silva. Silva's a shot.
Silva's a shot. Great play there.
Great play.
Reached.
Laid out. He laid out, made a great play.
So that took a hit away from the Vineyard. And Gomez likes that. He's back firing now.
Nice pitch. Now, Dick, playing in Cambridge, did you have any feels like this in Cambridge when you were playing?
No, we had very little grass, very little fences. Strike 3 out of the inning.
Good inning.
Good inning for the Whalers.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for 3. Got it! Huge shot from Carr.
Nantucket Ice is about community, camaraderie, confidence, jumping in, and being part of a team. Falling, but getting back up.
And way over to the falls. Quick shot.
It's about being part of the culture, friendships, experience. But ultimately, it's about being on the ice. Located in the heart of the island, it's about being a future for our youth, our families, our community. Come join us. Be a part of our community.
Okay, we're getting ready here for the Whalers half of the, what are we in, the bottom of the third?
Yeah, bottom of third.
Bottom of third. Who we have coming up for the Whalers this inning?
We have the bottom of the order, Canty, Lavin, and on top, Gomez.
All right, last inning, Nantucket got a couple base runners, but they were thrown out trying to steal, so still down 2-0. Now you got to start thinking. We one run's important. Let's make it 2-1 here. Let's get a run in and close the gap. Unless you get a nice poke and you hit the whale out there in center field. Bama Trucking dropped off their whale, and I remember when I could poke one and hit one out there. Could you ever reach that whale?
Once in a while.
Once in a while.
Nice shot.
Yeah, off the glove. That goes as a hit.
Yep.
Third baseman made a nice play, but couldn't handle it. So Nantucket has another leadoff batter on with a hit. Let's see if the coach changes his strategy. I'm going to put you in the coach's shoes now. What's your strategy on your base runner?
Move from base to base right now. The catcher has shown that he can throw the ball down to second very accurately.
The catcher was the star of the second inning. Let's not make him the star of the third inning here and throwing out batters. Also, we have the bottom of the order. Do we still sacrifice bunt in high school baseball?
Well, we got a lefty. I think I'd like to see how the pitcher pitches to the Lavin, a lefty up at bat. Dick, they faked the bunt. You were right.
They show the bunt here. So now the coach is saying, yeah, we need to get a run in. We can't steal on this guy. Let's get him over to second via the bunt. It's never a bad idea to have your number 9 hit a bunt if he can.
Yeah, he's going to try. He pulled it back. Ball. The third baseman is charging in, so to field it.
So you have two things that are affecting the pitcher right now. First, the left-handed batter. Yeah. He's seen more righties than lefties. Second, he's showing the bunt. Sometimes that throws the pitcher's rhythm off a little.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to know how to field your position. And that's very important. I watched last night. One of the big moments in the game was the Red Sox pitcher muffed a bunt. Yeah, there it is. He laid it down. Good bunt. Gets one. All right, what's up, Coach?
Just me. I was just saying that.
Hey, Matt, the AD stopped by, or assistant AD, right? So the sacrifice bunt works. A nice bunt, too. That was a pretty good bunt. If the pitcher wasn't as quick off the mound, that would have been a lot closer play at first base.
All right, so we got a man on first, one away.
Second. He moved over to second on the bunt.
Sorry,
So runner on second, one out. We're in the bottom of the third here. Nantucket has the top of the order up here. And Gomez, he can really help his own cause here.
Yeah,
a base hit would do wonders.
No doubt about it. It moved the man, maybe score him from second base.
How did Gomez fare his first time around?
He rounded out 6-3.
Taking the pitch there, I don't know if he called that a strike or not.
No, that was a ball.
A little bit outside, no ball, so the count's in Gomez's favor. Swing and a miss there. Runner at second base is getting a pretty good lead as the shortstop and the second baseman are back deep. Shortstop's way deep, playing in the hole. He wants to keep the ball in the infield to keep the run in.
Maybe this is a time to steal.
The third base is hugging the bag. So another ball, and
What's the count there?
3 and 2 according to the board out in left field. Chopper.
All right, runner on second moves to third. So
Yeah, it was a chopper in the mound. I had to take one more bounce to make it a close play at first, but the second bounce was a high bounce right in the pitcher's wheelhouse. He feels it and throws him out at first easily. So now you got to get on base with a hit to get this run in or an error.
second base.
Ground the first, and he's out. We've played 3. Vineyard still leads 2-0.
Nantucket Sports Connection and NCTV over the past few years have done countless broadcasts that are both exciting and professional.
Shot, score! Jack Halleck!
I support NCTV's Nantucket Sports Connection because it's a great opportunity to reach island families, support students, and our local television station.
The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. More than money, we need members. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
All right, we're back here for the top of the fourth inning, and game is moving along, but it's all in Vineyard's favor. First 3 batters caused havoc on the Whalers in the first inning.
No doubt about it, Dick. That those two runs may hold up if we don't get some running traction on the bases.
That's like a Brian Bellows start. He can't get through those first few batters. Last time out, he couldn't get through the first 12 batters.
Oh my goodness, Bayo! I wonder if he's going to pitch well today or not. You know.
Well, I think the Red Sox were trying to build him up to a tradable thing. They need a trade, and they're deep in pitching, so they need a trade to get a bat. They need a bat. I mean, Schwarberger for the Phillies has 20 home runs, 13 at home. The Red Sox as a team only have 12 at home.
I was listening to last night. Buxton, the leadoff hitter for the Twins, had no home runs when the Red Sox played him last time. Now he's got 17, including one last night.
One last night. All right, back here to the Whalers. Vineyard's up. Who do we have leading off the inning for the Vineyard?
Number 5, Bryant. He's the third baseman. I'm sorry. Bryant is the pitcher.
And they got him the first time around, so he's 0 for 1. Standing in here at Backus Field. I don't know if is that a strike? I don't know if it hit the bat or it had to hit the bat, because if it hit him, it'd be going down the first. I must have hit the bat as he was pulling the bat in. It ricocheted away in a hurry. They got him there. He strikes out lazily. Didn't even want to run the first on the drop pitch. So,
oh, it's a batter with a single the first time up. Oh, there's another one. Good shot.
he got a good bat on that. I tend to want to say good wood. You can't say that anymore. You don't get good wood on a ball anymore.
Good ping.
That was a good ping out to right field. A nice line drive. And
I thought that was going to get down.
It hung up long enough for the right fielder to make the play. First pitch strike there. You're watching this game on Nantucket Sports Connection, NCTV, 1072 on your dial. Also, you can find us on YouTube. Could you, if you were sitting at home, could you find this game on YouTube?
Oh, I don't know, Dick.
I could get to 10. I'm a numbers guy. I could get to 1072. I don't know if I could get to YouTube.
I think that's a yes, Dick. I mean, I'm not great with technology, but I think I could figure that out.
Good, good. Nice pitch. Three up, 3 down. Whalers coming to bat, trailing 2-0.
First hoop, Simpson gathers for Nantucket. Francis over to Aguilar. He'll look for 3. Got it! Huge shot from Cup.
Okay. I am a force to be reckoned with. You do not know who you messing with. Taking over for the hell of it. They can stop me when I'm in my element.
The Nantucket Sports Connection was born in this gymnasium. It has absolutely exploded. Multi-camera, multi-broadcasters, a trip to Fenway.
It's giving players an opportunity to look back at film. It's giving coaches an opportunity to critique their players.
When NCTV got involved, we were able to offer free classes. It's something that they can actually evolve and get professional experience.
When I realized they were doing like a commentating class, I was like, I got to sign up for this. If I would have told myself right now, I'm going to go into college for sports broadcast, I would have been like, no, you're not. But now I'm really passionate about it, and I'd love to pursue it.
It doesn't even feel like I'm volunteering. It just feels like I'm playing along. It's really fun.
I definitely recommend it to anybody who's interested in sports broadcasting.
It's multifaceted what we're able to give back to our community, because as we know, we bleed Whaler blue here on Nantucket.
Okay, we're back here for the bottom of the fourth, Nantucket Sports Connection, and I think I feel it, Dennis. I feel Nantucket breaking through and getting the goose egg off there and getting a run up on the board here. So let's see if we can will them on.
Well, Torres has got to get on base here. It's a pop-up.
1 pitch, 1 out for the Vineyard pitcher. He's pitching a 2-hit shutout here in the 4th inning. And again, Nantucket not taking one. That was the first pitch. Swing and pop-up. Silva coming up. He reached his first time up, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
He takes that one. The catcher asked the umpire to take another look at it, and the umpire said, check swing, no strike. How would you feel in the pitching in the majors now with the called strikes being challenged and the whole bit going on like that?
Technology's taken over everything. You know, baseball, football, all sports. And you know, I kind of like the balls and strike system. You know, I kind of like that. And I think I don't know. I'm amazed at the new game. Anyway, the game of baseball, as you well know, has really evolved over the past few years. For instance, the pitches. All right. You know, when I was playing high school and I pitched, there was no pitch count, none. If you were in a 9-inning game, we played 9 innings, not 7. You may throw 150 pitches. You know, no one was counting. Now, everybody's on a pitch count.
Ground ball to second by Eli, thrown out at first. So we have played 4 innings. Vineyard 2, your Nantucket Whalers 0.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by Myrick, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MyrickLaw.com to learn how Myrick can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
All right, 5th inning coming up. Game is really moving along at a quick pace. I think we checked the stats there. I think there's been last 8 batters have made outs. So a real quick inning pitch count down. I think both pitches in the 4th inning were under 10 pitches for the game. And before, when you were talking about when you played, there was no such thing as a pitch count.
No.
And it was also assumed that you're going to pitch a complete 9-inning game.
And sometimes you go into extra innings if your game was tied. I remember pitching against Marblehead, and the game was 3-3. I pitched into the 10th inning and we won. So there was no relief pitcher for me.
But there's no such thing as a complete game now.
No,
I mean,
no.
if pitcher pitches 9 innings, I mean, they throw a party.
Yeah,
they have a parade.
We're showing how old we are, actually. But that's the way it was back in the day.
Well, I remember Louis Tiant.
Oh, yeah.
He pitched a 15-inning game.
Yeah.
He went into the 200s in the pitch count.
Oh, nice shot.
Here's a shot right at the second baseman. That was our man Kobe Lucas at second base throwing him out there.
Yeah, good play.
He's not only a star in the defense, he's a star in the Nantucket Sports Connection broadcast alike. NCTV is so proud to have him enthusiastic sports journalism. He'll go on to Newhouse School of Public Communications at Syracuse University next fall. So
that's a good gig, boy. That's hard to get into. And those announcers come out have a really good chance of a nice career.
So we wish Kobe his best here, probably playing his last home baseball game as Kobe heading to Syracuse in, I used to say in September. I think they bring him back now in August. The college's year gets a little bit shorter, but more expensive.
Isn't that the way, Dick?
2 up, 2 down here. Gomez is really settled in here, and boy, that error in the first inning, which set up the unearned run, looms big right now because without the error, it's only 1-0. Now it's still 2-0. Nantucket has to find a way to get some runs, but right now Gomez is doing his job on the mound.
Yeah, he struck out 8 people so far.
8 strikeouts for the Ronald. We're in the top of the 5th inning. We just got an update from our crack statistician there, Charles, and he tells us that the boys leading the Vineyard down on the Vito Capizzo field in boys lacrosse 11-2.
Whoa.
So Vineyard broke through with a couple, but Nantucket answered with 4, so they're up 11-2. They're well on their way to keep that number 2 seed in lacrosse.
Nice, good. That's really good. That'll probably bring some home games here.
There should be a couple of home games coming up, yes. I think the final strike 3, so 3 up, 3 down for the Vineyard. We've played 4.5 innings. Nantucket's still trailing 2-0.
I am a force to be reckoned with. You do not know who you're messing with. Taking over for the hell of it. They can stop me when I'm in my element.
The Nantucket Sports Connection was born in this gymnasium. It has absolutely exploded. Multi-camera, multi-broadcasters, a trip to Fenway.
It's giving players an opportunity to look back at film. It's giving coaches an opportunity to critique their players.
When NCTV got involved, we were able to offer free classes. It's something that they can actually evolve and get professional experience.
When I realized they were doing like a commentating class, I was like, I gotta sign up for this. If I would have told myself right now, I'm gonna go into college for sports broadcast, I would have been like, no, you're not. But now I'm really passionate about it and I'd love to pursue it.
It doesn't even feel like I'm volunteering. It just feels like I'm playing along. It's really fun.
I definitely recommend it to anybody who's interested in sports broadcasting.
It's multifaceted what we're able to give back to our community, because as we know, we bleed Whaler blue here on Nantucket. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. More than money, we need members. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
All right, now we're back here, 5th inning. Nantucket got got to find a way to get some base runners on, Dennis. So any suggestions other than the obvious, get a hit?
Well, you suggested taking a pitch, and I think that's a great idea. Try and put as much pressure on the pitcher as possible. And then if you get a base hit, that's really good. Then you can start to theorize what you're going to do.
So Vineyard had a good inning. They got 2 hits and a walk around an error in the first for their 2 runs. Nantucket had a good inning. They had 3 base runners, but 2 of them were thrown out at second base on attempted steals, and then they got another base runner over to third and couldn't get him in. So they had their chances. They didn't capitalize. Vineyard had theirs. They got the RBI single and the other run in on the throwing error.
Right now, the catcher for the Vineyard is the star of the game, I think, with those 2 throwouts.
The 2 throwouts were big, and it also puts Nantucket at a different thought level of running if they can get some base runners.
We got Bedell up.
Keegan
Bedell is up.
What did he do his first time around?
He had a fielder's choice.
So Keegan reached on the fielder's choice his first time up, but he was one of the thrown out stealing at second base after the fielder's choice. Some Whaler over there has taken his shirt off. I don't know what number it is because he took a shirt off. It's not that warm.
No. Dick, on this field, there's not much room on the foul lines for pop-ups and stuff like that.
No, and I'm looking around, especially the first base into right field is basically all woods.
Yeah.
So I may come back and take my walk in there and try to find some baseballs. You think there's any in there?
Oh, I bet there are.
No, that one was retrieved. Didn't get over that fence. But yeah, I think one went over the fence there on the errant throw. But yeah, there's a lot of pushes over there, and a lot of chance for baseballs to get.
A lot of poison ivy over there.
A lot of poison ivy. It's not worth looking for it, right? Up 3 strikes, 1 up, 1 down for the Whalers.
That's only the second strike. Lucas is up
now. Now, not only is NCTV busy today with lacrosse and baseball games, they're heading out to the Nauset Casino for the New Moon Festival. That's the festival empowering women with connects women and girls through cinema, conversation, and community. So after 11 straight outs combined on both teams, Nantucket breaks through with a base hit. And that's a good sign here. That was a nice ding. And getting the runner at first. And now the Nantucket coach Pearson is checking with the umpire. Probably making some type of a change. Probably putting in maybe a pinch runner. Now the Vineyard coach is going out. I assume that the pinch runner is speedy, so that's what the conversation's about. We gotta watch this guy running, and he ran over the coach pretty quick.
Yeah. Let me run, coach.
All right. Do we have Alex Horton going in as a pinch runner?
Final score from lacrosse, 12-2 Whalers.
So Charles came over with the final score. Nantucket has won the lacrosse game against the Vineyard 12-2. So that's a good sign. As we said, Nantucket was going into this game with the number 2 seed, so looks like they're going to hold sport there. We'll find out, I think Monday, or at least Tuesday at the latest, the MIAA will put out the final standings, and we'll find out who Nantucket will face on a home game here, probably towards Thursday or Friday of next weekend. Alex has got a big lead there. Swinging first pitch. And we have who batting? That's going to be a tough one.
Yeah, it is.
Oh!
They ran right into that.
I don't believe it.
Okay, so
I'm astonished with that play. You need base runners. You don't need running into outs. So, a big play by the Vineyard. The batter beats out the hard play the first. I thought the Vineyard pitcher was making a mistake even throwing it over there. Yep.
Wow.
The coach is asking if it hit him. It might have hit his leg. The umpire won't answer him. Coach is asking if he get hit by the pitch, but the batter didn't show any sign of getting hit, and the umpire sort of ignored the question. Did that get you angry when you asked an umpire, an official, a question, and they wouldn't talk back to you?
Yes, it does. Short answer.
Ooh. Wow. I was in the middle of a tennis game and a baseball bounced in front of me. How do you return a baseball with a tennis racket? Oh, it's coming our way now. We got a duck.
You get your glove, Dick?
Good thing they have a lot of netting up here. Our guy up on the camera there, John Eberle, he's kind of quiet, but he's a comedian, you know. He tells jokes for a living down at the Dreamland. He's also a good chef, but
nice.
Would have been nice if he brought us a snack here today. I would have enjoyed that much more than here. Much more than maybe 7. Strike 3 out of the inning. So Nantucket again with a couple of base runners. Can't get anything across. Still losing 2-0.
Shot 6.
Okay, we're back here into the sixth inning. This game is really moving along here, and again, Nantucket had a couple of chances there, and now they're asking their ace out there to keep it 2-0. But now they're down to their final 6 outs, and they're asking Gomez to keep it a 2-0 game. He's really got the strikeout pitch going today.
Yeah, he has. There's 9 strikeouts so far. He's doing a real good job. He's done pitched a much better game than he deserved to be behind. Really good.
Yeah, he's only given up 3 hits. And on the flip side of it, Nantucket has 4 hits. So Nantucket has out-hit them, but again, they've run into 4 outs on the base paths. 2 at second, 2 at third. Long fly ball to center field, trying to get near the wheel out there, but nowhere close. If I was like 47 years younger, I would like to take a.
47?
I'd like to take a swing at that whale.
Dick, 47 years younger.
I'd still be old. Is that what you're going to say? Oh, my buddy. It's not even sticking up for me here.
47 years younger. Unbelievable, Dick. Only you could think of that.
47 is a prime number, that's why. All right. Nantucket coming into this game, as we said, 10-7. They would really... Oh! There's the first hit since... That's the first hit since what, the second inning?
Yeah.
How many in a row did Gomez have before that hit?
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. Yeah, he had 13 in a row put down.
13 in a row before that stinger into left field. So Vineyard has a force, and they're going, and not a quick release there. Vineyard has stolen what, 4 or 5 bases?
Yeah.
Has every one of their runners that got on stolen a base?
Yes.
So they are going pretty much on first pitch and succeeding. Nantucket, on the other hand, has been thrown out on their attempts of stealing bases.
Now, he's gotten this guy, Medeiros, twice on strikeouts.
He could use another one here now as Vineyard has a duck out on the pond there, and that would be a huge run if Vineyard gets it across.
Nice catch.
Nice catch. Unbelievable catch. Who we got out in left field?
Our left field today is Cardozo. I'm sorry, that was the bad one. Left field is the left.
That's Bedell, I think. Keegan for number 5. Bedell makes a great catch in left field. And Nantucket's calling a little conference there that I think Vineyard's going to be on. I assume they think Vineyard's going to be running here. They're going to go over the situation. But the situation is what? 2 outs, runner on second base. And Vineyard has Eli Bryant coming up. What did Eli do in this game?
He got thrown out at second, and he struck up.
Swinging on first pitch, fouling it off. So Gomez would like to get another strikeout on Eli. Batting here in the 6th inning. Nantucket going to the playoffs this year, no matter what happens in this game. First time in 5 years. Call the balk. Call the balk. Now he's explaining it to him.
I'd like to have an explanation, too.
Yeah. Fat chance that that's going to happen.
I always thought there was no balk at second base. Unless he
I think he's saying he came to a
had to come to a complete stop. He probably didn't do that.
Yeah. And Gomez was calm and smart about it. First, he asked the umpire why, and then he went through what he did so the umpire could explain to him the part of the motion which caused the balk. So now we have a runner on third with 2 outs. So now Gomez has to punch this kid out. Ground out and a strikeout in the previous 2 at-bats. He's looking for that again here in the 6th inning. Ooh, inside, almost hit him. Now Nantucket coach is going to call a timeout. He wants to calm his pitcher down here. Pitcher might be a little bit off kilter with that bark call on him, and
I'm glad that the umpire instructed him on what he did wrong. You know what I mean? That was a good thing. The umpires at this level need to help to educate players when in the rules of the game. So I was glad to see that.
Yeah, that was a good move by the umpire. And as you say, yeah, the umpire should be working as teachers as well as calling the game. Exactly. These kids are still high school kids. They're still learning, and some of them may want to go on and play some baseball after they leave Nantucket High School.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's a strike. So after the conference with the coach, Gomez comes back firing and gets a called strike, which he deadly needed there because fouled off. So now the count is even here. 2-2, 2 outs, 2-0. Deuce is wild here. Gomez looking for his 10th punch out. Ooh. Look good. Full count. Runner on third. He won't be moving. It's not automatic when you're on third. Big pitch here for the Whalers. Gets the pop-up. I don't know if he can reach it or not. First baseman's getting over there, and didn't catch it. He got in position. Yeah, he got in position, but he could not.
Well, the fence, I think, got in the way.
He couldn't get under it, so he reaching back, lost his footing on the real grass. Ooh, losing your footing on real grass, that's not a good subject to bring up. There's a shot, and that's a base hit. So a big hit there for the Vineyard, and that's a huge run here now in the 6th inning. So the balk did not play in the scoring because he would have scored on that anyways from second base.
So that's what the 5th hit he's giving up.
Yeah, 2 hits this inning. So he went giving up 2 hits in the 1st inning to 1 more hit, retiring 13 in a row. Maybe he is getting a little tired here now.
Yeah, he's pitched a really good game, a solid game, and he's always around the strike zone. You know, so.
Well, it's a very winnable game, but the Whalers haven't put anything on the board.
That's a base hit.
Infield single in the hole. Shortstop Fields have had no chance whatsoever of getting him out. If there's a runner on first going to second, they might have had a force-type play there, but too far in the hole to make any. So he did make a throw over the first, but it wasn't going to get there in time at all. So if Nantucket can't come back, Dennis, their record's going to go to 10-8, and they'll drop from their 52 seed down to probably 55 or 56. Any thoughts on that?
No.
Not paying too much attention to the runner on second. Last time he paid attention and he paid the price with a balk. Struck him out. Gets out of the inning, but Vinny gets one across. We've played into the sixth. Vineyard leading 3-0.
In 1965, a group of dedicated Nantucket parents came together with one goal: to raise enough money to develop game film for the football team. The following season, the Whalers went undefeated. These parents became the very first class of the Nantucket Booster Club. Over time, Whaler pride has grown into something far more than just wins and losses on the scoreboard.
Once a Whaler, always a Whaler. 1, 2, 3, Whalers!
Una vez un Whaler, siempre un Whaler. ¡Vamos!
What binds us is Whaler pride. It has shaped our island and student athletes for generations.
Whaler pride isn't just a tradition, it's an identity, a legacy for families who choose to plant their roots here in this community all year round. It can bring generations of island families together, and for Washer children, it can transform an unfamiliar place into a new home. The Nantucket Booster Club is a vital link between our community and Whalers athletics. It helps provide our teams with gear, additional travel expenses, and much more.
Volunteering for the Booster Club, it's a blast. From the homecoming to the pig roast, and most importantly, Hank, our school mascot. We're here to create a fun and welcoming atmosphere. More than money, we need members. And part of this club, you are a member, not just a volunteer. We need to build our community bigger and better to help our student athletes prepare for the next chapter in their life.
Support our kids and Whaler pride by volunteering for the Booster Club. To learn more, please email the address on the screen.
Okay, we're back here in the bottom of the sixth, and now Nantucket's down to their final 6 outs. And Vineyard put a big run across, big insurance run across in the top of the end, and Nantucket needs to answer here now.
Well, we got the top of the order, 1, 2, and 3 up, and if they're going to do it, they need to do it this inning, maybe.
Coming into the meat of the batting order, the table setters 1 and 2 are up. Let's see if they can set the table, and they do.
There we go.
Now you really got to go one base at a time.
No running.
One base at a time. We're pleading with you. Do not try to steal on this guy. And Charles Douglas just reminded us about the MIAA with a crazy sports oddity. They've already finalized the women's lacrosse, the girls lacrosse high school, even though Nantucket's playing a game today and probably a lot of other teams in the state. Nantucket has secured a home game Tuesday, 4:30 here at Vito Capizzo Field versus Monomoy. So set your dial to watch it here on 1072, or get over to Vito Capizzo Field and watch the Nantucket girls lacrosse. They have a top seed. They have a good team. They're not number 2, but they're in the top. I think they're 7 seed, so they got a home game Tuesday.
That's great. I mean, it's the girls have got to get to second base. All right, we got a runner in scoring position.
Big run. We got to get it in. We need 3 runs, but you don't get 3 until you get the first. And right now, I think Nantucket's strategy has changed, 1 base at a time. They didn't force the issue. They got the wild pitch. They got the runner in scoring position. So Henry batting. What has Henry done today?
He's popped the shortstop and the second base.
Henry is due.
All 4.
And Henry gets on. So the table sitters have done their job. That's all you ask out of your 1 and 2 batters, to get on base. Now you have the power of the lineup coming up.
Whoa, this is it right here.
All right, batting now for Nantucket is
Torres. JT.
Tourist, and how's he fared today so far?
Torres is popped as the catcher and second base, and he has a single.
So he beats it to first. It was a little wide throw. Vineyard going for a quick double play there. The ball was hit right in the right spot to turn it, but the shortstop fields it, steps on second for the force, and then almost throws wild at first. It might have been close if the first baseman could have held on to it, but he didn't. So now Nantucket has first and third, one out with the cleanup hitter up. And how's he done today?
Let's see, cleanup hitter. He is 1 to 3. I mean, yeah. I think my scoring is off here.
Okay, so Nantucket does get a stolen base, although sometimes an official scorer might say no stolen base because they didn't throw through. They sort of let him steal it. Second and third now. A hit now really makes this a ball game. Let's see if Nantucket can come up with it. Down in the count, 0-2. So one out, 0-2, second and third. Nantucket trailing 3-0 here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Low and outside, 1-2. Ooh, he took it. He wanted to go.
What's the count, Dick?
2-2.
Right.
One out, second and third.
1-2, the big 1-2.
We need to get this ball in play to get a run in. Fouled it off, stays alive. Good.
Gets a piece.
Piece of it, keeping it alive. Nobody's warming up for the Vineyard, so he's in there. Struck him out.
Wow, that's a big strikeout.
Big strikeout for the Vineyard. Just what the doctor ordered if you're a Vineyard fan. Gets the out, keeps the runners right where they are. So now it's do or die here for Nantucket's number 5 hitter.
McKeever, and he's reached on an error and grounded out to the second baseman.
Eli is due. Takes a strike, pitch 1. Memorial Day weekend has not been a time to play for the Whalers. Last Memorial Day weekend, Nantucket lost 10-0 to the Vineyard and 11-0. So they haven't scored on Memorial Day weekend in 2 years. We need to break that right now.
Well, if he gets a base hit, it means 2 runs for the Whalers.
Looking for the hit from Eli. Here comes the pitch. He sends it out there. Fair ball. Foul ball.
Oh, I thought that was it.
Wow.
From our position, it's very hard to see them.
We can't see that line. Off. Oh, even the coach here was
he had
dashing them, sending them home. Got over the first baseman's head, which was huge because first baseman catches it, the inning's over. But it doesn't fall fair. He does get it in there. Got him hung up. Nantucket gets 1, but gets the 5th base runner thrown out, advancing. We've played 6. It's Vineyard 3, Nantucket 1.
The Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank its founding sponsor, the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, whose mission is to promote the positive development and enrichment of Nantucket's children. For more information on the Nantucket Golf Club Foundation, go to nantucketgolfclub.com.
Support for the NSE provided in part by Highline Cruises, providing year-round high-speed service to Nantucket since 1996. For more info, visit highlinecruises.com.
Underwriting support for the NSC is brought to you in part by MIAA, the largest full-service law firm in Central Mass, also serving the Cape and Islands. Visit MIAAlaw.com to learn how MIAA can assist you with your legal needs. NCTV and the Nantucket Sports Connection would like to thank our Nantucket business sponsors for their support of today's Whalers broadcast.
All right, coming to the last inning here, Dennis, and we do have relief pitching coming in. Padel is on the mound, working in a situation where he wants to keep it at 3-1. That'll be huge to start with. But again, Nantucket had its chances here. They got one. We'll find out who's in left field in a moment. Looks like one to me. No, could be Norris. No, I'm not. I can't see the number. I'm going to say it's Norris until if you can read that number better than me. It's hard to pick up the left fielder's numbers because he's facing us.
Who's out of the game?
Let's see if we have a new shortstop. We don't know if Gomez went at shot or Gomez left the game.
It's Gomez in left field now. They switched.
Gomez
in left field.
Good. So we get an official update on the switch. Gomez to left. Bedell pitching. So what part of the order do we have coming up for the Vineyard?
Okay, the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9.
So Bedell will come into relief, pitching to the bottom of the order here. First pitch swinging. One pitch, one out. So Vineyard is old buddy Mark Manchester. How you doing, Mark?
I'm well. How you doing?
We're hanging in here. Good ball game today, but Nantucket on the low end of a 3-1 score.
Yeah, we got a couple chances left, right?
One more at bat. But Vineyard coming into this game, Dennis, as we said, 9-10, so they want this victory to get to the playoffs, get back to 500.
Yeah, no doubt.
So there's more pressure on them to hold this lead.
Absolutely.
A little bit outside there. Let's see, it's 1 out. 2-2 count to the batter here. Game is moving at a real good pace.
No little ground balls at second. Safe.
Lucas made the throw, but it came up a little bit short, and I think it pulled the first baseman off the bag, so I guess you got to go with an error on that. Again, we're not the official scorers. We're very unofficial.
Everything we do is unofficial. It always has been.
Quick throw down by Eli. Runner gets back. Vineyard not running.
No.
They have been very aggressive today. Obviously not aggressive here. Is it the fact that maybe Bedell's a lefty and he's looking at the runner?
That is true. Yeah, that cuts down their lead for sure.
Get him swinging wild. Real off-speed pitch there. Gets him swinging wild. 2-2 count. Let's see if he can do that again. That's a tough one. That's going to be a base hit.
That is trouble. Oh, no. Oh, no.
So another error. E4. Overthrow. Over the pitch, first baseman's head. Ball stays in play. So it brings the coach out, but also as we said, the error on the overthrow gets 2 runners into scoring position. Base hit now could make this a huge hill for Nantucket to overcome. They really need a quick out here, and they're talking it over.
Yeah, absolutely. They need to possibly get a double play. I mean, that would solve the problem and keep the score at 3-1.
Tough to get a double play from second and third. What you need is maybe a sharp liner.
Well, second and third, you're right.
Sharp liner to the third baseman. You can step on the bag if the runner strays off. Or if you get an infield grounder where the runner on third is not going on contact, but goes on the throw. That's a tough double play to do, you know. Maybe 6 to 3 to 2. Vineyard may be bunting, trying to get a run in. They know that a fourth run is huge. A fifth run would be really tough to overcome. There's the ground ball, and that's the hit. So that's at least a RBI single. Left fielder fields it. I guess you got to give him 2 RBIs because the throw coming in from left field wasn't going to be there in time. So it's a single, 2 RBIs. Then on the throw home to try to get the runner, it becomes the error, and the error becomes a one-base error. He was going to go to second on the throw home. He goes to third on the error. But the big thing is, all of a sudden, it's 5-1. And Nantucket's hopes are fading quickly.
No doubt about it.
Again, the last time Nantucket beat the Vineyard was 2022, 8 games ago. 7 games ago. They've been outscored and lost to the Vineyard the last 3.5 years. Nantucket's infield is coming in, trying to keep this runner at third. The Vineyard batter is making the pitcher pitch. They are taking him right now, making Bedell throw. Did it come down yet?
It's down, Dick.
It's down. Did it hit the ground? Is it bouncing away from me? God. I have this little window of space between the fence and the... Uh-oh.
6-1.
Score goes up another notch. Vineyard has scored 3 here in the 7th inning. And I'm not sure if that's a is it wild pitch or pass ball. It's your call on that one.
I would say it's a wild pass ball.
Pass ball and scores the run. So the count is 3-2, and he struck him out. Second out of the inning. Too little, too late here, though, as far as the Whalers are concerned.
Yeah.
The starch has been taken out of this crowd.
Yeah.
Nantucket they played pretty good from the 2nd to the 6th inning. It's the 1st and the 7th that are doing them in at the moment. There's another pop-up going away from us. We don't have to worry about this one coming down.
Oh, okay.
It's over there in the bushes.
That was another problem. How do you get those balls back?
Well, me and you are going to come over here tomorrow
I don't want to get poisoned.
about 8 o'clock with our Geiger counter. Walk through those bushes looking for stray baseballs and see if we can retrieve any of them. If we turn them into Travis, he may give us a bounty. Eli there having a tough time picking up the Bedell's outside pitch. So Vinny coming into this game. Whoa. John didn't think that was funny.
You don't have to worry. Dick's got his glove.
John's a chef and a comedian. He doesn't react very quickly, though. Whoa. Now they're throwing them in at us. What's going on here? Fly ball to left field. This should be the 3rd out.
Can of corn.
Can of corn out there. We'll talk about that later. We've played 6.5. Vineyard 6. Nantucket 1.
Annual Boston Pops.
Who are you for Halloween?
We're in a tough situation. You guys battled back.
Back to pass the party's got a man in the end zone. Caught. Touchdown. Shot. It runs in. It's good.
You got a tie ball game.
It's ahead. Gets it.
Loading is open.
Thank you very much.
My mark? Get my mark? Your mark? Yeah.
were involved and enjoyed the films.
I get to put this out into the community today, and I was really excited about that.
Thank you all for coming tonight.
We're just getting started.
Okay, this is it, folks. Nantucket has 3 outs to go, and they need a massive rally, down 5. And Dennis, before we went off air, the final out in the top of the 7th was a fly ball to the center fielder, and he fielded very cleanly, and you called it a can of corn. Do you know how that came about?
Come on, Dick. You know, you can. You can tell the story.
Okay, the term the can of corn came about in the 1800s when you would go to a grocery store to purchase items such as a can of corn, and it would be on the top shelf. So you could not reach it because the shelves were 6, 7, 8 feet tall in these little grocery stores. Back when wagon trains were pulling up in front, dropping off groceries. But anyways, so you would go in and you'd say to the attendant, "I need a can of corn." So he would go over with this thing that looked like a broomstick with a pair of pliers on the end of it, and he would reach up, grab the can of corn with the pair of pliers, but not bring it down to his level. He would drop it, and he would catch it in his, he was wearing like an apron. So he would catch it right in his apron, and 1 out, can of corn. So that's how can of corn came about. The rest is history.
Yeah, I love that story, Dick. Can of corn. I remember going to the store when I was a little kid. You know, my mother would send me to the store, and they would do that. They had that stick that would go up and get to the top shelf and get what you wanted, you know.
So you're that old that you remember that, huh?
You are too, Dick. In fact, Dick, you're a little older than I am.
Oh, 2 or 3 months. Who's counting?
That's what you say when you're older.
But I talked to Mama Karen, and she told me that one day you were standing there waiting, and you sort of interfered with the guy, and the can of corn hit you on your noggin. Is that true?
That is completely false.
You did not get a can of corn off your noggin, huh?
No.
All right. Vineyard is making it look easy here. 2 up, 2 down. Nantucket is down to their final out. Vineyard is going to go to 10-10. They will up their seed in Division 3. Right now they're seeded at 31, so they will move up a bit. Nantucket's going to drop to 10-8, and for some strange reason, they have seeded 52nd. They're going to drop down. Not only do your wins and losses affect you in your seeding, it's your opponents. So they're saying that Nantucket's opponents are weaker than Vineyard. And there we have it, folks. A quick inning for the Vineyard. So the Vineyard has won the game here today. Final comments before we go off air, Dennis?
Well, it was really a fun game to do, Dick. Even though the Whalers lost, I thought they played hard. Unfortunate base running cost them dearly. And, let's hope they do well in the tournament.
So we're looking forward to the tournament. We thank Dennis Karen for joining us here today. This is Dick Herman, John Abaldi on the camera, Charles Douglas in the booth. And put a smile on your face each and every day, even if you're laughing at yourself. And we thank all our sponsors who brought us this game here today on Whalers Sports TV. Have a great Memorial Day weekend, Whaler Nation. Good night.